Real men will always be real men. There's no faking of their personality. Their character flows from inside out, affecting every aspect of their lives and the lives of people around them. In this video, we're going to explore 7 things you shouldn't be doing as a real man. The 7th one is far the most important for me. In fact, in all your doings, never fall victim to number 7. If this is the kind of video you like watching, then stick around till the end. Now let's get started. Number 1, abandoning your parents. Just imagine you passing through different hurdles to make money and train your kids to the best of their abilities, only for them to completely forget about your existence at your older age. So disheartening, isn't it? Your parents were your backbone from day one, following you through every challenge, going through thick and thin to make sure you're who you are today. Why abandon them now that they need you the most? I'm not saying you should not leave your parents and go fend for yourself, no. In fact, if you do this, you're nothing but a weak man without any vision and goals. All I'm saying is this: always connect with your parents. Make out time, especially during vacation, to visit your parents with your own family. Let them experience that joy and happiness of seeing you and their grandchildren. While you're away, try to keep in touch with them. It reassures them that you are okay wherever you are. All these will help them in their aging journey. Listen, real men never forget their roots, no matter what they are and where they are. They constantly check up on their parents, supporting them emotionally, financially, and otherwise, knowing fully well that the measure you give to others is the measure you will receive. Remember, old age is inevitable, except you die suddenly. It will come to you one day. Your parents need all the care and support they can get from you as they age. Real men understand this, and they never back down from this responsibility. Number 2, gossiping. You shouldn't even try this at all. Why on earth will you even be gossiping as a man when you should be proactive with your goals and aspirations? Gossip is for the weak and idle who don't know what to do with their precious time. Don't gossip about anyone or anything, even if you know much about it. People are always observing you. If you keep passing comments on others, they will lose respect for you too, sooner or later. Gossiping about someone makes you a weak man who doesn't take actions at all and is trying to justify his inactivity with talks that won't even contribute anything positive to his life. Number 3 is even a bit funny, but before that, let's look at the ironical part of gossiping. On the process of trying to blackmail others, you end up blackmailing yourself. How? You will damage your relationship with people, as no one will want to be friends with a gossiper. This may lead you to anxiety and low self-esteem. Number 3, taking drugs, drinking alcohol, or smoking when feeling depressed. Now, if I may ask, how many problems have you seen being solved by alcoholism, hard drugs, and smoking? None, obviously. If you've seen any, then point it out. Problems are solved by facing it head on, knowing why the problem occurred and devising strategies to prevent it from reoccurring. I often see some guys in my street whenever they're faced with problems or are feeling down. The next thing you will hear is, "Guy, let's just go and drink and forget our sorrows." Ridiculous. These actions will never help you. Rather, they will push you to the dark and compound your sorrows. Taking drugs, alcohol, and smoking when feeling depressed can exacerbate the symptoms and prolong the condition. While they may provide temporary relief, they ultimately worsen mental health, leading to addiction, physical health issues, and increased risk of suicide. They can also interfere with treatment effectiveness and recovery processes. By the way, if by whatever reason you have found yourself into any addiction, then go watch my video on addiction to start solving the problem from the root. I will drop the link to break free in this video's description. Back to business. Your mental health is very paramount towards living a fulfilled life. Real men understand this and will never do anything that will compromise their mental health. They understand that every challenge is an avenue to develop to an even better individual. Yes, you're a human, and there will be moments of weakness, depression, and so on. However, I tell you, you are man filled with testosterone. Go and face that challenge head on. You have what it takes to conquer it. Taking substances to run away from your problems makes you a weak man. I will tell you a story about a man who lost his marriage on his wedding day because he fell victim to point number 5, which I'm about to outline. But before that, let's look at a very important point. Number 4, saying I love you to anyone when you don't mean it. I've said it before, and will still say it again. Real men don't pretend. They say what they mean and mean what they say. Professing love to someone when you don't actually mean it implies you have an ill motive for doing such. This signifies lack of respect and value for your fellow human. Real men respect and value every individual, bearing in mind the equality and uniqueness of every individual. Saying something when you don't actually mean it implies you're not a man of your word. This will cause trust issues sooner or later. These 3 words can mean a whole world to someone. Therefore, don't fake it. Playing with someone's emotion or trying to manipulate them out of your selfish interest is far more too expensive. Number 5, uploading your intimate photos on social media. Now listen, of all the mistakes you'll ever make, ensure you don't fall victim to this. And if you have already, then stop. Now. Whether it be a picture or video of your intimate relationship, never let it enter online through social media. I don't care if you're sending it to your boyfriend or girlfriend. That your girlfriend or boyfriend today can be your enemy tomorrow. Life changes. Be careful, you don't know who's watching you. These may be used against you later in life. It might be used to intimidate, terrorize, and prevent you from securing a good position professionally. Worse still, it can be used to bring you down from a top position. A couple of years back, a marriage ended because the intimate video of the groom was played on their wedding day in front of all and sundry. The ex of the groom felt betrayed and cheated upon, and she said to herself, I can't be alive and watch this guy live happily while I'm in ruins. I don't know how she succeeded in playing that video at that critical moment. However, you needed to see the faces of all present. Very devastating. Whether the groom or his ex were right or wrong, I don't know. The point is, on no account should you send your nudes or intimate photos on social media. You're a real man. And on no account should you fall prey to your fellow man. Number 6, judge people by their looks or possessions. Too often we fall prey to the seductive allure of snap judgments, allowing superficial traits to cloud our vision and obscure the essence of those around us. However, peeling back the layers reveals a reality far richer than the eyes can see. So long as the world keeps revolving and the future unknown, you never know who's going to be who. The very person you treated like trash today might be of help to you tomorrow. In a culture obsessed with image and status, it is all too easy to succumb to the temptation of judgment based on externals. However, the true measure of a person transcends the boundaries of appearance and possession. It is found in the depths of their character, the warmth of their heart, and the authenticity of their soul. Real men look beyond the surface to see with eyes unclouded by prejudice and preconception. They embrace the diversity of human experience, recognizing that each individual is a mosaic of complexities shaped by their unique journey through life. For in the tapestry of humanity, it is not the threads of wealth or beauty that define us, but the depth of our compassion, the strength of our empathy, and the richness of our humanity. So the next time you encounter a stranger on the street, withhold your judgment, for they may hold within them a treasure far more precious than meets the eye. Embrace the beauty of diversity, and let compassion be your guiding light in a world too often shrouded in darkness. Number 7, dating a married woman. Just think of how you will feel if you found out another guy is having an affair with your wife. Dating a married woman can seem enticing, wrapped in the allure of secrecy and forbidden passion. However, beneath the surface lies a myriad of disadvantages that can ultimately lead to heartache and turmoil. Engaging in a relationship with a married woman inherently involves betraying the trust of her spouse. This act of infidelity not only damages the sanctity of their marriage, but also reflects poorly on one's own moral character. Guilt and shame often accompany such actions, casting a shadow over the relationship and eroding the joy it may initially bring. Moreover, the nature of the affair breeds constant fear of discovery. Sneaking around to meet, exchanging furtive glances in public, and constantly monitoring communication channels for any signs of suspicion can be emotionally draining and mentally taxing. The constant stress of being caught can overshadow any fleeting moments of happiness, leaving both parties in a perpetual state of anxiety. Listen, real men will never be found dating a married woman. They can't be juggling their productive schedule just to meet up with another man's wife, nor be living in constant fear of his fellow man. They avoid anything that will lead them to that. bearing in mind that what goes around comes around. Furthermore, dating a married woman often means playing second fiddle in her life. Her primary commitments lie with her husband, family, and existing responsibilities, leaving little room for genuine connection and emotional intimacy. This can lead to feelings of neglect and frustration, as one may yearn for a deeper, more meaningful connection that the relationship cannot provide. In conclusion, while the temptation to date a married woman may be strong, the disadvantages far outweigh any perceived benefits. From the moral implications and emotional toll to the practical challenges and inevitable heartbreak, engaging in such a relationship is a recipe for disaster. It's essential to consider the long-term consequences and prioritize honesty, integrity, and respect for all parties involved. If you have been keeping up with the above-mentioned points, then congratulations. However, if you're defaulting in any, then you have to buckle up. I believe you gained something watching this video. If you want to grow yourself to be unstoppable, then subscribe to the channel and be part of this wonderful community. You can also help a friend by giving them the opportunity to watch this video. Remember, we rise by lifting others. We'll meet again in my next video. Till then, goodbye.